We've been watching the results on the telly this evening, and it's been quite a ride. And every time they pan the crowd, there you were, big as life, right there. Amazing. And you've stood here and you've waited all night, packed in next to each other, in 90-degree heat, past the time when I was a kid when that test, the test thing would come on the TV and the Star Spangled Banner would play. And you're still here. So over the course of this evening, I went through probably some of the same ups and downs that all of you went through. And I thought on a number of occasions about my opponent, the Attorney General, Martha Coakley. Hey, no, none of that. And I thought about what she'd be going through. While we shared a lot of differences over the course of this campaign, she put her heart and her soul and every ounce of energy that she had into that race. And as I watched those numbers come in, I kept thinking, this is going to end badly for one of us. It's true. And so I talked to her a couple of minutes ago, and she said she really wants to wait till the morning to see the final results. Hey, and that's fine. That's fine. In politics, in elections, every vote counts. And I'm perfectly fine with giving her until the morning to see the results come in. That's the way it works, folks, and that's the way it should work. I stood here before many of the same people I see in this room as I look out over this crowd tonight 4 years ago, and I said thank you in what was then a losing effort. But I'll tell you, as I stand here tonight and I look out over this crowd and I see people who carried the torch for a very long time for our message about how to make our state great, against all odds, I want to say two things. The first is, I thank you for your faith in me and your faith in Karen and your faith in our campaign.
Go Karen!
And the second thing I want to say is thank you for your work and your effort, because let's face it, in this election, every vote counted. Now I really want you to do me a favor. There are two people up here tonight who've put up with a lot of nonsense for the last 13 months. Steve Rotalakis and Lauren Baker. They deserve your thanks, because they certainly get mine. It's been a long, long ride, and it's been bumpy at times, but we always knew that our vision to make this state great, improve our economy, close that achievement gap in education, and bring the kind of fiscal discipline and balance to Beacon Hill and bipartisanship that so many people responded to over the course of this campaign was the right way to go. And tonight the voters said yes. Now we'll wait and see what happens in the morning. I mean that. We know. But we're fired up. We're as fired up as you are. We're as excited as you are. And we can't wait to make this state sing from one end to the other, across the Commonwealth, in every region, in every town, in every community, to build the great Massachusetts that we all dream and hope for. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm kind of hoping there's not a curfew in the Seaport District. Let me just say one more. Let me just say one more thing, and then we'll let you all. Get the well-deserved rest of the night off. Behind me are the families of this campaign team, many of whom gave up nights, weekends, and tons of time with their loved ones to share in our pursuit of this dream to build a great Massachusetts. And they all deserve our thanks. Wow. And there's one. And there's one other group I want to thank before we close the show here. I want to thank all those elected and appointed officials, especially the elected officials, state and local government, Democrats, independents, and Republicans, who came out and endorsed our vision for Massachusetts and endorsed our campaign. It's easy to do the obvious thing, not so easy to do the thing nobody expects. And many of these people stepped out on our behalf before anybody knew whether or not we could win or lose. And I want to thank them for their participation and their support for our efforts. Now, tomorrow is another day, but let me tell you something. No one is more anxious to get started building a great Commonwealth of Massachusetts than I am and Karen Polito. So let's get it done. Thank you.